Lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. We are back with another review video, and this time we are talking Pride and Prejudice, sort of. So if you want to know my thoughts and feelings on this show, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 whole seconds. It's like one of those 90s screensavers. Hit the music. And we are back. Hi, welcome to this channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you are not, today we are going to talk about Pride and Prejudice, sort of a show that I've previously seen and technically previously reviewed, but we'll get into why I'm doing it again in 2 short minutes. But firstly, if you are new, welcome. This is the second of 2 videos on this show. If you don't know me and this channel, I like to do 2 separate videos on each show that I see. The first one being the previous video, which is the nervous guide to this show, where we discuss any content, sensory warnings, my experience in the show, my experience at the theatre. And then we have this one, the review, where I basically chat about the things I enjoyed, didn't enjoy, and everything in between about the show itself. And we call it a review because it's the best way to call it, because it's the best thing to call it. However, I am in no way a professional person in theatre. I just like theatre, I like talking about theatre, I like discussing things with other people, and so we make these videos. Ta-da! Done. But back on to this show. As I have actually just said, I have actually previously made a video on this show. I last saw this show last year. I saw it in 2023 on its last tour. I saw it at the Birmingham Rep. This time around I saw it at the Wolves Grand. And when I saw it was coming back round on tour, I was like, right, where do I buy my tickets? Because I just think it is an absolute joy. As I said in my video last time, I am a lover of love stories. I am a lover of romance, probably because I don't have any in my life myself, but in all seriousness, I have always loved love stories and happy endings and the dream of all that. And Jane Austen is one of those authors who just have done it to a T. Ironically, never read a single of her books. It is one of my goals in life to at least read one of them. Like I said, once I knew it was coming back around on tour, I knew that I had to see it. The Wolves Grand was one of its first stops on the tour. It has since moved on. By the time you see this video, it's been a couple of weeks since I actually saw the show. But if you've never seen this show before, let's give you a little bit of a background. So Pride and Prejudice, sort of, is Pride and Prejudice, but not as you would expect it. The premise behind this show, which is written and actually directed by Isabel MacArthur. It is the story of Pride and Prejudice, the one that everyone knows. However, it is, in this play, essentially being retold to us by a set of 5 servants who are working in a big house. And these 5 people take on every single part. So one of them is Elizabeth Bennet and others. One of them is Darcy and others, including, for example, the person who plays Darcy is also Elizabeth Bennet's mum, and the person who is Charles Bingley is also Caroline Bingley, and the person who is Jane, who is Elizabeth's sister, is also Lady Catherine de Bourgh and others. like, if you really put it down and worked out how many people everyone's doing it, it's absolutely insane. And the amazing thing about this entire show is that every single costume change and characteristic change and character change that each cast member does is done like that. Literally, one character or one person could be on the stage 1 minute in one character, and the next second they have literally come off the stage, come back on the stage, they are someone completely different, and you literally don't know how they've managed to do it in the time frame that they had. So as you sit in the chair in the theatre, you are being retold this story that you probably know really well. However, it's being told in a essentially more up-to-date way, with language which probably definitely didn't exist in the time period that Jane Austen is writing it in. It has humour moments that have been brilliantly written by Isabel MacArthur herself. There is even use of music and songs being sung by the people on stage, and there's even little nods to previous iterations, including the famous lake scene from the Colin Firth version. It is an absolute amazing feat of theatre, and like I said, as soon as I knew it was coming back on tour, I knew I had to go back and watch it again. It is just that good. Sticking briefly with creative, people I want to shout out include the set and costume designer, which is done by Ana Inés Ibarra-Pita. Hopefully I pronounced that name correctly, because I would hate to butcher someone's name, even though I feel like I do it far too often. The set in this show is so ingenious. It is a not simplistic set, but its background, if you will, is a base layer, which is essentially like the base of the house, the living room area where things get pushed on and off, including sofas to make it a living room, and food and cakes and everything to make it like a party scene. There is also the use of 2 separate doors which are able to bring things on and off through those, including Mr. Bennet, which is one of my favourite props and still was this time around. And then to the left of the stage there is a set of stairs. Those stairs lead up to a second level platform, and then the other side is, I'm assuming, another set of stairs down, but that is kind of covered with a wall, which again has the ability to have things being put on it, including clocks and a cross, I believe. The set is just incredible. I think I'm going to try and leave a picture of it before the show started, because I just really enjoy it. It's very clever. And the same with costumes. Like I previously said, the speed that some of them have to be changed is incredible, and they all just look absolutely fantastic. To shout one out in particular, the get-up that Lady Catherine de Bourgh puts on is insane. It's like a massive hat, and then there is a large dress to go on the... I still haven't decided 2 times round what my favourite of the costumes is, but they are a thing of beauty and an absolute joy to watch. Cast wise, like I said, it is a 5-strong cast, and they are strong. They are absolutely amazing, outstanding. All of the superlatives, is that even the correct word? I don't know. Adjectives, positive adjectives. They are so clever and so ingenious and so beautiful. There, I said it. They're stunning. In our performance, we had Susie Barrett, Emma Rose Creaner, Rihanna McCreevy, Naomi Preston Law, Lowe, sorry, and Christine Steele. I could not pick a favourite if you put me to Lydia's gun and told me I had to, because they are absolutely all phenomenal. There were people, I probably had like a favourite character that each person portrayed, but at the same time I don't think I could put them in a list. They're absolutely all brilliant and hilarious, and the amount of accents that come out onto that stage are incredible and just phenomenal. And if you can't tell, I absolutely adore this show. I don't think I'm leaving it as much of a secret. As you can probably tell, I really enjoy this show and would 100% recommend seeing it. If you are a fan of Jane Austen, if you are a fan of romance, if you're a fan of comedy, if you're a fan of theatre, if you're just go and see this show. It is absolutely hilarious, so brilliant. I still was catching new things seeing it a second time, to the point as this tour goes on until June 2025, and it is going back to the Birmingham Rep, I might be returning and seeing this show for a third time, and I'm not even sorry about it. Go and get your tickets, see where it is going to be anywhere near you. I will try and remember to leave the link to the website so you can see where it's coming, and yeah, just go and book a ticket, go and watch it. It is so good, and yeah, that is it. I can sing its praises for days, and will if you want me to, but I have been speaking for about 15 minutes and we need to calm down. Right, I'm going to leave this video here, so thank you very much for watching. All to say is what I normally say, which is that I love you all lots. I'm glad that you spent the time with me listening to my rambles. Have you seen this show before? Tell me your thoughts, tell me your feelings, tell me your cast, tell me how incredible they are. But all that's left to say now is what I always finish the video with, and that is this. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, bye.